Alright, let's graph in standard form. So first I want to notice what form I'm in. Here's my quadratic up here. X squared plus 6x plus 10. Well, I know that if I have no parentheses, I have standard form, which means I don't have the vertex. So that should be the first place I start. I need to use my formula negative b over 2a. In this case, negative b will be negative 6, and 2a will be 2. Which means the x-coordinate of my vertex will happen at negative 3. Now I'm going to set up my table. I'm going to put negative 3 right in the middle, and I'm going to work out from there. So I'll plot negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, and negative 1. These are all my x-coordinates. Well, if I want a graph, I need an x and a y-coordinate, so I'm going to plug in where appropriate. So when I plug in negative 3, that's going to look like negative 3 squared plus 6 times negative 3 plus 10. And when I simplify this, I will get 9 minus 18, which is negative 9, plus 10 is 1. There's the x-coordinate of my vertex. Let me clear that up. It's 1. Here's my point on my graph. Negative 3, 1. Now I can plug in my next points. When I plug in negative 2, when I plug it in, I will be left with a positive 2. And because of my symmetry, I will also have a y-coordinate of 2 when x equals negative 4. So here are my next 2 points. And finally, when I plug in negative 1, my y value will be 5. I'm skipping past some of the work, but we would plug it in just like we did over here. Again, my graph is symmetrical, so my points will fall at 5. So y equals 5 when x equals negative 1, and when x equals negative 5. Whenever I graph, I want 5 points, and there they are. I connect my dots, extend them up in the positive direction, and I'm done. Now let's look at vertex form. I always like graphing in vertex form better because they give me a point right away. Specifically, they give me the vertex. In this case, the x-coordinate of my vertex is negative 4, and the y-coordinate will be 3. So I know that I'm also going to plot negative 6, negative 5, negative 3, and negative 2. In order to find my y-coordinates, I need to do just like I did in my standard form. I need to plug in. Now that's going to get a little bit trickier here. When I plug in a negative 5, I'm going to have negative 1/2 times the quantity negative 5 plus 4 squared plus 3. Well, negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. And then when I square that, I get positive 1. When I multiply that times negative 1/2, I get negative 1/2 plus 3. Or in other words, that's about exactly 2.5. I know we don't like non-integer values, but in this case, we just got to live with it. Finally, I'm going to plug in negative 2 for x, and I'll show you this one as well. Negative 1/2 times negative 2 plus 4 is 2 squared plus 3. So now I have 4 when I square these two terms, and then I multiply by negative 1/2. I get negative 2 plus 3 is 1. And there are my 5 points. I'm going to go to my graph. Negative 4, 3, negative 3, 2.5, negative 5, 2.5, and negative 2, 1, and negative 6, 1. Use a different color here. We can fill out our quadratic. Oh, that didn't come out very good. We can fill out our quadratic like that. The big idea when I'm graphing in either form, start by finding the vertex. Work outwards in either direction in order to use symmetry to cut your work in half.